Hello, good evening from Look North. York has been given government backing in its bid to become a World Heritage Site. It's on a short list of 7 UK locations. If it wins, it would become the third site in Yorkshire to get the prestigious title and put the city centre alongside global landmarks such as the Taj Mahal and Stonehenge. Michelle Lyons has the story.
York's rich cultural past is visible throughout the city centre, boasting one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in Northern Europe and one of the oldest medieval streets in the world. But it isn't yet recognised as a World Heritage Site, despite 2 previous attempts.
This is the third time that York has applied to go on the tentative list to go forward to UNESCO to be a World Heritage Site, and it's a really exciting time to get it because now I think we have a proposal that unifies both all of the archaeology below ground, which is globally significant, and all of these amazing buildings like the Minster we're stood beside above ground.
World Heritage Sites are designated by UNESCO for having educational, scientific or cultural significance. Saltaire near Bradford is considered to be an outstanding example of a mid-19th century model town and already boasts the status, as does Studley Royal Park and Fountains Abbey near Ripon. So does York deserve it too?
Yes, very much. Especially this cathedral, definitely.
This type of place represents what I hoped my UK experience would be like, and it's everything and more because of places like this.
I think York already has strong legislative protection, it's got a good tourist footfall. We're already struggling a little bit with the impact of over-tourism. I don't think it's a good idea.
The government will now work with the City of York Council to develop its bid. It's a lengthy process, but if successful, the city could be celebrating World Heritage status within the next 10 years. Michelle Lyons, BBC Look North, York.
A man's appeared in court charged with murdering a Rotherham man on the Lincolnshire coast. 43-year-old Gareth Hart died in the early hours of Thursday. It followed what police called an altercation in a seaside car park near Skegness. 33-year-old Joseph Mallock from Derbyshire has been remanded in custody. A walker has died after slipping on a footpath above Speedwell Cavern in the Peak District. Edale Mountain Rescue Team says it happened at around 7 p.m. on Saturday. The person fell, suffered a head injury and was pronounced dead at the scene. The family of a disabled man from Huddersfield has criticised a change in the rules for vulnerable people receiving a warm home payment. According to the disability charity Scope, Gareth Blackwell is one of nearly 300,000 people in the UK who are no longer eligible for the extra help with their heating bills. Heidi Tomlinson reports.
Feeling the cold is one of the ways a serious brain injury affects Gareth Blackwell. For the past 13 years, he's relied on a warm home discount of around £140 a year for gas and electricity. This year, the rules have changed and he's no longer eligible. Now the discount isn't being paid to you anymore, how does it affect your life?
Can't afford some stuff. Some good food that I like and going out.
The gas boiler is in here.
Gareth relies on support from family for day-to-day living. His mum, Dee, keeps across the benefits he's entitled to, including the warm home discount. Dee says the decision to stop this payment came out of the blue.
It was the difference between struggling to afford the electric bills to being able to afford them. It's upsetting. I'm upset at the way the government have gone about it. It's been very, very underhand.
Well, we have spoken to the government and British Gas. The government says that it has to prioritise households which are most likely to struggle in heating their homes. British Gas asks if you've contacted the Warm Home Discount Service to challenge the eligibility decision. So what do you make of that?
Not impressed at all. You cannot get hold of anybody. You can't speak to anybody. If you go on a website, you're told that the scheme has now closed. They haven't publicised that they've changed the criteria. They've changed the goalposts without telling anyone about it until it's been too late for us to do anything about it.
The government has extended its energy price guarantee, which caps bills until June. But Gareth is already worried about next winter and says he needs long-term support. Heidi Tomlinson, BBC Look North, Huddersfield.
The World Coal Carrying Championships took place in Gawthorpe near Dewsbury today. The contest's been going 60 years. Men have to carry 50 kilos of coal and the women 20, uphill for more than half a mile. Andrew Corrigan won the men's for the 5th time and Kath Fenton won the women's. Here's an idea of what went on.
It started in a pub, as often these things do, a bit of banter between 3 men, and they were arguing about who were fitter than who. And they said, well, get a bag of coal on your back and I'll rate you from the Royal Oak to the Maypole Green. And thus was born the World Coal Carrying Championships.
I'm 76, but it's a bit emotional now because I've actually done it again, but well, it's just incredible to do. Once it's really nerve-wracking at the start, but once you've done it, it's worth it.
I was very surprised to win. I'm surprised I'm here, never mind winning. So yeah, very surprised to win. Yes, it was good. And it's enjoyable, and it's nice to come along and come first.
And all that in the rain as well. Well done to everybody who took part. OK, let's check out the weather prospects now with Paul Hudson.
Hello again, good evening. Well, certainly an unsettled week to come right across Yorkshire and the North Midlands. Tomorrow, though, not looking too bad with some sunshine. Rain, though, will spread it from the southwest, probably not until late afternoon and into Tuesday evening. And this is a chart for Wednesday. Low pressure in charge. It does mean some heavy showers breaking out in between any sunny spells. And it's certainly showery out there at the moment. Those showers will be fairly frequent, especially in the west, but they'll tend to become more isolated later in the night, and we'll see lowest temperatures coming in at 4 or 5 degrees. So 1 or 2 sharp showers first thing in the morning in the west. They will fizzle. Elsewhere, it's a dry and bright start with some sunshine, and then really much of Tuesday is looking fine, although cloud will increase through the afternoon, bringing some rain into southwestern parts by the end of the afternoon. It turns wet across all parts through tomorrow evening, with top temperatures reaching 13 or 14 degrees. That's the forecast.
Thank you, Paul. That's as far as we go for now. I'll be back with the next update just after 10:20. Do join us then if you can. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Easter.